So, Kristen, I could see the look of concern on your face yesterday. Do you remember what it was for?
I do. I don't understand why we're talking about it on the air.
What?
I don't know.
What's wrong with that?
Go ahead.
You're talking about two different things.
Oh, we are.
Are we? Ooh. Now I'm dying to know what you're
What are you talking about?
This just got interesting.
You write yours down.
God, I'm nervous. Okay.
Right?
I'm going to write it on this
You
piece.
know what's going on?
No, do you know what's going on?
Not a clue.
And Bert, when you read hers, I want you to say whether or not you're willing to talk about it.
No,
on
I
the
might not be reading hers at all.
Okay.
No, I don't mean out loud. I just mean tell us if it's something you're willing to talk about or not.
Okay.
Okay.
And the exchange is happening.
It's going to be like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, why wouldn't I talk about
Yeah,
that?
I know. It was the same thing.
It's the same.
Yeah, she's very concerned that I'm saying, like, I'm taking some time off from therapy.
No, don't.
That's literally what she said.
He's like, I feel so good. I'm like, that's when it gets you.
All right, so, yes, I just got through a breakup, or I'm getting through a breakup right now.
A very recent breakup of a 7-year relationship where you
Right.
were engaged.
Right.
And there was also a child involved as well.
Right. Yeah. But as I stand here today, I mean, I feel like I've told you guys before that I don't do sad for very long. I just don't.
That's why you need to go to therapy.
But why force sad when I'm not that sad anymore?
You don't have to go to therapy because you are sad, okay? Like, that doesn't have to be the only reason you go to therapy. You got a lot of stuff going on in your life.
What do I have going on in my... things have been very exciting. I don't mean to disrespect the relationship I was just in, but I have moved back to an area that is making me and my son super happy. I am reacquainted with all these friends that have been waiting to hang out longer. I just got done traveling with my son also. Things are great here. I really feel very, very good.
Awesome. And I'm very, very happy for you. Go and tell your therapist that.
Why?
Why not?
Because she's got opinions that I don't want to hear.
And that's why. If there was no
It's
real
not
reason.
it, honestly.
Okay.
It's really not.
Okay.
It's just that, what am I going to do? I'm going to sit in there and I'm going to tell her that I feel fine about things, that I understand. It's not like I haven't thought about the breakup or what got me to those places. So I've thought about it. I understand it. I have identified some of the things in the relationship that I certainly were responsible for it not being successful, and I will make them again. Now, why do I need to tell why does somebody need to tell me the same thing?
I feel like I love that this is the place you're in. I really do. Like, I want my friend to be happy. I want my friend to be content. I want my friend to be in a good place. So, because all of this happened rather quickly, I would go ahead and go.
It did not happen quick. Which part? The breakup did not happen
I know the breakup didn't happen quickly. So I would still go and I would tell your therapist that. And then at that appointment, when you go and be like, hey, here's my update on my life. This is where I'm at. This is how I'm feeling. And then if you want to schedule an appointment for a month, 2 months, next year, then do that.
So that was my feeling. It's like, I would just want to put it on pause for December and then start going back maybe in January.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't. I mean, I've had times in my life when I've gone through things that I think other people have looked around me, have looked at me and been like, you need some help. And I'm like, I promise I'm fine. Like, I'm genuinely fine. But there's also been times in my life when I knew I was lying and I was running from actually sitting in what I was going through. But I know the difference. So if you're running from something and you know that, I think you should go. But if you genuinely feel fine and it's more, I don't want to say a relief, but it's more that you're okay where you are, then I don't think you need to.
Here is the thing with that, is I really feel like I am more at a time right now where I am listening to those little inner lies sometimes you tell yourself, that you know that they're lies, but you cover them up. Now I'm spending a lot more time by myself at night. I told you, those haven't been easy a lot of times, sitting there at home by myself, but I've been doing a lot of thinking about it. And I spent some time on vacation thinking about it also. And I'm not lying to myself about anything. This is really where I am. This is really where my heart feels. So I can't see why go for the next couple of weeks if I feel the way I do right now.
And I'm not saying go for the next couple of weeks. I'm saying this update is important for your therapist. I would go express everything you just expressed to us. And then I think rather than you decide, I don't need to go to therapy, I think that's a decision you and your therapist make together.
Yeah, it sounds like you're avoiding the opinions of your therapist. Like you just said, you're afraid of hearing what opinions they might have.
That I was joking about. No, because when I circled back, I said, I already know what she's going to say about the feelings that I've given them to myself.
And you and I are in a similar boat when it comes to therapy. So I just had my appointment 2 weeks ago. I went in, Susan and I had a good chat, and I'm like, I'm in a really good place right now. My husband and I are having better communication than we ever have. I feel like I have a grasp on work, on life, etc. Like everything feels pretty chill. And so she and I agreed, I'm good till next year. So I don't have another appointment until January. And that was a decision we came to together.
Okay. Because I have not taken your advice in the past, and I will admit, most of your advice about my relationships has been spot freaking on.
I just love you and I care about you and I want my friend to be happy, and I think you are.
I really am.
I know, and I love that for you. I think before deciding I don't need therapy anymore,
I'm
you
just
should
saying I'm pausing it. I'm not saying I'm not going to go back. I'm just like in December, I feel good right now. Why don't I just start it back up in January? All right, I will make one last appointment for next week, and then I'm done with her until January.
Regardless.
I'm breaking up with her too. I'm breaking up with everybody.
The Bert Show.